Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for May the 3rd. I'm going to be pulling one card for each sign, so if you know your house placements, you can get quite a bit of good juice out of a quick little read like this. And if you know your sun sign, well, then you can get a tidbit of information from a quick little video like this for you and for your friends, actually. So we're just going to keep shuffling till it feels right and see what comes up. But meanwhile, let me say thank you so much for being here today and spending some of your precious time with me. Thank you also for putting your feedback down in the comments and sharing this video and putting thumbs ups on the video. I think we're done shuffling here. Aries, what we have showing up for you guys is the Seven of Wheels coming up in reverse. Seven of Wheels in reverse tells me that you were expecting to have some type of payday today, and that is not actually happening the way that you thought it would. And so there's a delay here on whatever this payday is or this payback that you thought you were going to be receiving today. Doesn't mean you're not going to get it, just means there's going to be more time involved than what you were anticipating. Taurus. Queen of Wands showing up for those of you with Taurus placements. Well, everybody has a Taurus placement if you know your house system. So anyway, wherever your Taurus house is in your chart, with this Queen of Wands, this is telling me that you may be dealing with a little bit of a creative block about how to move forward with a situation right now. Gemini. Temperance card coming up in reverse. And so temperance in reverse is just meaning that things are feeling out of balance today. And we may be a little bit at a loss as of how to bring them back into balance for the moment. Next up, let's look at Cancer. Two of Cups showing up in reverse. So Cancers, this is telling me that there was a situation or a person that you were really enjoying, and now something has happened because you're not enjoying that situation, that activity, that person. You're not enjoying it like you used to. In fact, you'd be just as well doing off without it or going off without it is what I'm picking up here. So that's for Cancers. Next up, let's look at Leo. So Leos, you guys have the Justice card showing up in reverse. This is telling me that you are coming up against a decision to make today, and this decision has to do with the idea of something that somebody in your sphere of influence who has done that did not end well. And so you're having to figure out, did they intend for it to end well and things just got off track and they didn't know what to do about that? Or was it their intention that this would turn out the way it did? So you're having to decide that, because, you know, what the answer to that decision is going to be, you know, what determines if you basically give this person more information about how to make things turn out better, or if you recognize that, you know, they don't necessarily have the best intentions. Okay, so an important decision to be made about somebody in your sphere of influence and something that they have accomplished, either wittingly or unwittingly. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Virgo with that Four of Wands showing up in reverse. This is just telling me that there is somebody leaving the nest here. So you could be leaving the nest and going away. And this is a temporary leaving the nest, by the way. This could be somebody in your office that is leaving the nest and going away. Somebody in some place that feels very comfortable and very much like home or home base to you. Somebody's leaving the nest. So that's either you or somebody in your sphere of influence, just depending how strong this energy is in your chart. Okay, so let's see, that was Virgo. Next up is Libra. So Libras, you guys have the Fool card showing up in reverse. This just tells me that in the past you took a leap of faith, not really knowing where it was going to take you, but just knowing that you knew that it was the right thing to do. And now what we see going on today is you're evaluating that thing that you took the leap of faith with, and you're evaluating, okay, has this served its purpose? Is it time to put this back on the shelf? Or is there more good stuff coming out of this? Is there more juice to be had here? And so with those types of evaluations going on, Libra, I do think that you're going to end up deciding to continue forward with this leap of faith. Yeah, because whenever we decide to let something go, that comes up as a different card. So this just says you are deliberating, and after deliberation, you're moving forward with this. Next up, we're looking at Scorpio. So Scorpio's Ace of Cups. There's something coming up here that we're delighted with, some type of new idea, new practice, new activity, new project, maybe even a new person, but something that we're delighted with and that we're finding happiness with today. Whoop, whoop. We like that. All right, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. Page of Swords. What's going on here? Sagittarius, I think there's something that you are studying or looking into. You're doing some research. You're finding some information. This can be doing research for a school project, or looking into information to do a presentation at work, or gathering information to have a conversation with somebody that you care about. And this can also even be looking through somebody's phone to make sure that what they're telling you is the real deal. This is gathering information, digging for information, one way or the other. Okay, so that's what we have for you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Next up is Capricorn. Capricorn, Knight of Wands, showing up in reverse. This just tells me you're doing something today that you really don't have a lot of enthusiasm for. It's something that, you know, needs to get accomplished, but maybe it's kind of tedious or boring. You know, it's just not the most favorite thing. Okay. Next up, we're looking at Capricorn. King of Wheels showing up in reverse. What is going on here, Capricorn? Wait, we already did Capricorn. This is Aquarius. King of Wheels in reverse for Aquarius. Okay, so it's not somebody you're interacting with. Aquarius, it looks to me like you're feeling like you need to have more resources at your disposal so that you can build on things that you have already accomplished. Okay, so this could be that, you know, you're making plenty of money, but you want to invest and you don't have the money that you want to have to invest. This could be happening. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with that. I think Aquarius, you just are feeling the pinch because you feel like you need to have more resources to accomplish the goals that you have. And those goals include building on something that is already accomplished as far as security and stability in your life. Okay. Next up, let's look at Pisces. So Pisces, you guys have a choice today to make. And with this choice that you're making, first of all, it is one that impacts the long term. And there is really no wrong answer. Whatever you choose is going to be just fine for you. It's going to work out well for you. I think the intensity here is to make the decision right now. Don't be waiting to make this decision. Don't procrastinate on this decision, because waiting or procrastinating makes things a little difficult. I'm almost seeing that fire in the background, you know, moving towards these two goats and these two wands where this decision is happening. It's almost coming across to me like, okay, how are we going to put out the fire? There's a couple of different ways to do it. Let's not take time to spend a bunch of inner turmoil trying to figure out how to put out that fire. Let's get with it. You know, don't spend a lot of time talking and thinking. Take some action here. So that seems to be the intensity on this card for me is just, you know, it doesn't matter what decision you make, just make a decision so that you can get to work. All right, so that's what I've got for you guys. Thank you all very much for being here today. I do appreciate it. Looking forward to working with some of you personally later on, either in readings or Reiki sessions. And the rest of you, I'll see back on the next video. Peace out.